Hello, hello, hello. We are back, but for something that isn't related to gotcha. Um, the newest trailer and the official launch trailer for Marvel Rivals just dropped. Not only are we getting into the holiday season with December quickly approaching upon us, but we are also getting into one of the most anticipated multiplayer games of this year. I was able to play the beta for Marvel Rivals earlier this fall, and I was a little overwhelmed. Not gonna lie, as somebody who is old blood Overwatch, I was a little overwhelmed. But as somebody who did not like Overwatch 2 and did not like the direction that Overwatch 2 took, I'm interested. I'm interested. Marvel Rivals has a lot of things going for it. It has a lot of things going on. So I'm excited to finally see what I think this is the finalized roster or very close to being the highlighted roster. So it's right now it's about 2 o'clock over here in my neck of the woods. So let's sit back, crack open a monster, get greasy, and watch Marvel Rivals to the End official launch trailer. Okay, wait a second. This anime opening? Hold on. Wait a second. Wait. Wait, was that Iron Fist? Black Widow? Ooh. No, they did it. No, they did it. Okay, we'll pause and go back. I'm so proud that Marvel is entering its anime arc. Oh my god, wait, she's hold on. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's kind of nuts. Fastball special. Let's go. All right. So here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. This is dropping on my birthday, on my birthday stream. So December 6th is when I'm having my elongated endurance birthday stream. We're going to be starting stream on Twitch at 5 p.m. So it's twitch.tv/jemglam. And we're going to be starting with the new Call of Duty Zombies map. Then we're going to be leading into like a Left 4 Dead 2 campaign run with friends. And we're going to be leading into Dark Hours, which is a 4-person co-op about you're going into a museum to steal, but then you're trapped with an entity that's trying to kill you. So that's fun. And then we're gonna close off the night with Marvel Rivals. I'm very excited. I'm giving it the end of my stream, so around 11 p.m. EST to kind of give it you know, time to fix its servers because Pepperidge Farm remembers the Overwatch servers and the Overwatch 2 servers, and I had PTSD. So we're gonna try to see how this works. But wow, like the actual trailer, I'm sorry, like I will be the first to admit I have massive Marvel fatigue. After WandaVision, I didn't care about MCU. I stopped reading the comics. I used to be, I was a huge comic book fan. I ran a lot of Tumblrs back in the day, back in the day with like 10K followers and stuff. I was big into comics, but I kind of stopped because I just couldn't. It wasn't the hyperfixation for a while. So I haven't been a Marvel girly, but when I played the beta, I listen. We always talk about, is this going to be the Overwatch killer? Is this going to be the Overwatch killer? I don't care if it is. I would like for it to honestly have its own identity, its own vibe, its own community, its own memes, its own identity, its own whatever. I want it to be an experience that's different than Overwatch because Overwatch started strong and then it just floundered. I don't want it to be the Overwatch Killer just to become Overwatch from Temu. So Marvel seems to be putting a lot of effort into the presentation, the marketing. They have the money for it. Hello. They're friends with oh boy. They're friends with Mickey. So they got the funds. But we have a lot of cool designs, and you can tell they're putting a lot of love into them. We love it. Like, this is so cool. And what I like is that they're doing these redesigns that give kind of like the sharp design silhouettes and the cell shaded, all of the same design to make them look in the same universe without making them not like themselves. Like, you can still tell that that's Squirrel Girl, even though there's a lot more harshness with her design. You can still tell that that's Wolverine, even though he has a jacket open. Like, you can tell that they are paying attention. Same with, Psylocke. Psylocke has, she doesn't have the booty shorts that everybody knows her from, but you can still tell that that's obviously Psylocke. And Namor isn't running around in a Speedo with his wing ankles like a harlot. I think ultimately it's doing a good job making it its own identity. Like, all of these, that they're the Avengers. They did the typical panoramic. Oh, there's a Hydra in the background. They did their typical pan around, Avengers pan around. Thanks, Marvel. But Widow has a side sweep. Captain America got the DSLs going on. We have Hawkeye being a blonde baddie with a mask on. Like, you can still tell that they're them. And guys, I know y'all are gonna go crazy. Y'all are gonna go crazy. If y'all went crazy for Overwatch, I remember the advancements to animation because of Overwatch. Y'all are gonna go fucking nuts. It's crazy. Y'all are crazy. It just looks like a very polished game. And honestly, I will be very honest. Honestly, I will be very honest. It's nice to see that they're focusing on characters that aren't just like the big money makers, like the Captain Americas, the Iron Mans, the Spider-Man. Like, they're giving a lot of equal highlights to the marketing. Like, we're hyped for characters that we aren't seeing, crazy movies for. We're not seeing an Iron Fist movie. We're not seeing a Psylocke movie, but people are still super excited about it. So I think that the designs are solid. I think the story, I need to brush up with the story. I'm not 100% sure on what the story is, but at the end of the day, it's a multiplayer game. As long as they're not gonna make promises like Overwatch 2 did, where Overwatch 2 was like, yeah, we're gonna do single player mode because we give up on doing supplementary materials. Like, if that's the case, fine. I can have a bare bones story. I can have the typical fighting good versus fighting evil, or bad has to team with good to save the world. I can deal with that. I don't give a shit. It's very basic. I don't give a shit. But ultimately, the thing that I want the most is that Marvel doesn't make promises that it can't capture. Overwatch's big issue is that there was no accountability. So them making these promises and then not touching on them and then not connecting with the community, that kind of gave us bad faith. It gave us super bad faith in them. And you can tell that they were worried about pushing products out and heroes and trying to get the extra store credits and reasons to buy the battle pass. But I just don't want it. I just don't want this to go down the Overwatch path. I don't give a shit, like I said, if it is killed, if it kills, quote, quote, Overwatch. I don't think it will. I think what it's going to do is it's going to build its own community. It's going to take a lot of people in Overwatch that were tired of just playing the same subpar experience and having like getting mad on Overwatch, essentially, is my view. Getting mad because of the state of just how the game felt. So I think we're going to get that, and we're going to get a lot of involvement. If there's something Marvel likes to do, it's also tie-ins. They're coming in stacked with their roster. Like a fat stack of characters. And I think 8 maps, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that they're going to follow up. I think they're going to have add-ons, and I most definitely think they're going to do supplementary materials. I anticipate comic book tie-ins. I anticipate like short stories. I anticipate them going fully creative because at the root, that's what Marvel is. Marvel's been a storytelling business. Doesn't matter the venue, doesn't matter if it's animation, movies, comic books, stories. Marvel is about telling the story. So that's why I'm kind of like, oh, I hope it's a good story. Like, I hope that the reason that they're together, it's a good story. Um, so that's it. We've watched it a few times. I think there's a lot of cool nods. There's the fastball special with Hulk. There's, Squirrel Girl talking to a quote animal. There's a lot of the like Metro street level heroes, like the heroes that work like in the shadows type vibe. Lots of cool designs, and the music, like what the fuck? Like I said, it's an anime intro. So what do you guys think? Are you making sense with my Monster energy drink fueled rant? Are you guys gonna play on December 6th? I hope so. So I hope to see you guys once again on my birthday stream on December 6th. You can get a sneak preview of how bad I am at this game as a healer. I have to still try to figure it out. But yeah, I hope that you guys join me, and let me know what you think about the Marvel Rivals trailer. And did you guys play the beta? Let me know what you thought about the beta in the comment section, okay? All right. So next time, thank you for making some magic with me. Bye-bye.